And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. And we're slowly trying to get back into control of all the orbits that we want. Working African Union, working Manufacturing Complex, which will allow us to rebuild a little bit faster. Because we'll be able to rebuild Tier 3 hams directly with that. Information Science Lab is a Tier 3 lab. At some point we'll feel a little bit strong enough that we'll actually try to contest some of these globals again. Or at least get them pushed. Because the other factions have not been working very well on them in our absence.
Lending my expertise.
We've moved the needle.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Our causes unjustified to them.
Station has more online, although... Yeah, I don't think there's anything we're going to modify. I'm just going to let stuff keep building.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Okay, they did crack down on a point. We did get our broadcast outlets up, so next cycle our public campaigning will be far more effective. Okay, that was the LDA coming online. Start to create a view. Yeah, we'll do the dock upgrade as well. Here we go. Okay. And I think once again we just can do a confirm assignments and let some more time pass. We're getting
At your
close to being able to do a bunch of stuff we
Where
want
do
to
you
do.
need me?
Give you more persuasion. You probably want more persuasion. Okay. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Soft power. Probably will want that at some point. Public behavioral monitoring. Okay. Not a high priority to get done, but it'll probably want to be done at some point.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
We have moved the needle.
Okay, no success there.
Our cause is
We're going to rearrange
unjustified
them,
to
and then we're going to start coming in with crackdowns because we're up in like 70s, 80s. Those nice admin nodes have come online. We lose that point in Singapore, we'll want to take that back. Suppose that's getting it prioritized over Saudi Arabia. Purge. Singapore.
Terminating the
87%.
opposition.
Where do you need me?
Crackdown. Singapore.
Cracking down.
98%.
What's the
We'll keep you public
making
campaign.
our case?
Oh, no one's investing in a mission to the outer planets. If we want that to happen, we're going to have to do some investment there. We're going to hold off for a moment. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Completed construction module. Okay, so that construction module being done will accelerate all the other construction. With this we can do one of the solar farm upgrades. And we don't have nanofab yet. Yeah, we don't have nanofab yet. So we can't get that into construction. Yeah, right now, this is now accelerating everything. This includes the nanofactory. The nanofactory, when it's done, will just be better. So we'll see how far along we are at the 26th of March. If the nanofactory isn't done by the 26th of March, we'll start building a nanofacturing complex as well to take advantage of the construction bonus.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Crackdown complete.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public opinion remains
Oh,
unmoved.
we undid it. That wasn't particularly great. Senegal. It's merged into you. Making you bigger, that's good to see. And then we did get a bunch of stuff in Earth orbit done. Although I don't think that really changes much. Yeah, because the farms or the solar power is lower upgraded. Oh, actually, we've got enough I could grab LDAs in the meantime on all of them. Upgrade the PDA to the LDA.
Bob, what you see in Reg A? Stand by, G. We're seeing,
Oh, we can do the farm upgrade there. We'll do that. Do you have a farm? No, you have no farm at all. You have a farm. That'll help with keeping the water and volatiles available. Got a farm. Your PDA isn't upgraded, so we'll upgrade PDA to an LDA. PDA to a LDA. Anyway, we're still waiting on you coming online. 23rd of May for the first two, 2nd of April for the other three. At which point, I think I'll hold off on trying to build more in the 2 empty slots, because we want to upgrade the LDAs first to battle stations. At least one of them up to battle stations. We might replace the other one once we've got a battle station.
Prepping for mission.
General rule, if one battle station isn't enough, 2 isn't going to fix the problem. There we go. Alien it up to ECM. We will want that. And then we'll try to put ACM on most of our ships.
We're in control here.
Back into control in Singapore. There's 4 of
Even
our
the air release
shipyards.
is a product of labor and machines and energy, so I think setting up a subscription package would be in order. Chairman Soren van Beek comments to Western Armory's board of directors.
Okay, I'm not too concerned about this. They win independence movements, which is really not something we need, but it is something we're going to want for breaking into China and India, so it is what it is. Colony Habs as well is done. Okay. Here, we've got shipyards. We'd rather them be ship or space works. So we'll start doing upgrades. That's the 4 upgrades. Do I need that solar panel? I do need that solar panel. In fact, I will need another source of power. I need the solar panel right now to power the LDA and the construction module. So let's just hard build a tier 2 solar farm. That'll provide us with more power than we're going to need to really finish the thing. We might actually disassemble one of the solar at some point, but that is not right now. Okay. 9% purge. Not very
Removing
good,
our
although I think we are at the
enemies.
point where if we're going to be able to crack down, we're going to be able to crack down. Yeah, 38, and we can kick that up to 91.
Targeting their center
We'll
of
brute force
power.
our way in here. One chunk at a time. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Ooh, that's some good radioactives. Shame that's probably out in the
Public
gas giant
opinion
sectors.
is moving in our direction.
Well out there.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
First
We have
crackdown
neutralized
successful.
their key people.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Here comes Saudi Arabia. No, we're not going to go invade Brazil.
We've removed some threats.
We've removed some threats. I don't need boost. We're actually going to want to stabilize you, Saudi Arabia. Although you're actually pretty stable as is. Yeah. We might want, or actually, we're going to want to give you some army as well. So that's probably what we invest in. We do funding. We do like 1 tick of unity, 1 tick of funding, everything in build an army. I probably only need like 2 armies for Saudi Arabia, but we wanted to have a couple armies. Same sort of argument for the Sahel. There may be an argument for grabbing a second army there. But yeah, actual money-wise, Saudi Arabia at 50k is golden. That's kind of what we want. 50k there. You're doing a little bit bad, but we've been focusing pretty heavily on boost. It's probably time to actually not focus on boost. I think we have enough boost. At least here. So we're going to put you into economy, 1 tick in welfare, and I suppose we'll leave a little bit in the boost. And you probably actually want knowledge instead. So. Here we go. Start raising your knowledge pretty quickly. You're monolithic right now, which is fine. Yeah, we'll do something like that.
Ready for my mission.
Okay. And we followed up with the next one, security
We're
apparatus.
taking power.
And
Reporting in.
crack it down first. We'll throw some influence at it to make it pretty plausible.
Applying pressure on their people.
Instant repeat, and we'll quickly be into full control of Saudi Arabia. Again, I think we want a second army here. And we need an army in Saudi Arabia specifically because we need to take over Israel. If we want to go to full caliphate. African Union. At some point, we're going to want to do this. Of course, doing that, I suppose I can bring in the EU and the Russian armies in to do it for Ethiopia, but Ethiopia right now can't do it itself.
Lending my expertise.
There's the manufacturing complex. Yeah, we're going to do the Argus complex. We'll only need 3 of those on Earth orbit instead of 5 of the reconnaissance one, which means we're not in a rush really to get it done, but it is what it is. up here in orbit. I want to pop over to Extreme Mercury. Extreme Mercury. We don't have the nano factory done, so we're going to start hard building a manufacturing complex. Which, because we're building the solar farm, we definitely have the power for it, so no problems there. Yeah. This will be done on the 13th of July. It'll accelerate things. This is all the way down in February. It won't actually be February. It'll be a little bit earlier than that because this will speed it up. We don't have the upgrade to the farm. We can't do the solar panel upgrade until we get the solar panel upgrade. So.
The people will come to our side.
The people will come to our side.
We have hurt them where it hurts.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, I don't need both these people public campaigning. We'll pull that one off. Push them someplace else. That's the LDA, so we now have 2 LDAs here. Or, yeah, 2 LDAs. Really, the only reason I have 2 is so that we have a redundant one we're upgrading one into the battle station. Okay, we'll go take that point back in the next cycle.
Our people have taken control. What's the op?
Okay. Purge you.
Targeting the opposition.
Ready.
Crack down you.
Turning up the heat.
Let's send
Where
you
to?
to do a defend mission in Singapore, so we don't have to
Protecting our
worry about Singapore bits
interests.
getting taken. Augment. Persuasion. Espionage. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress getting back into control of these orbits. The big one is that we don't have any presence at Mars. Although, arguably looking at my stats for resource reduction, I apparently don't need Mars. Like, Mars would be nice. Like, Mars is the difference between like having one volatile a day, or one fissile a day, and not. So we'd like Mars again. But we can make do without it, and I think that's going to be the short-term plan, is to make do without it.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our interests.
Colony Core, set as a favorite. As soon as we finish everything else, in fact, I'm a little bit tempted just to... Okay, so there's 3. Oh, the upgrades were quicker than the new build. Wasn't expecting the upgrades to be quicker than the new build. So the 3 are online. Okay, so we can start building more in Earth. Build it up. I want that more than the Argus complex. So change you to Colony Core. Colony Core will let us get tier 3 mines. Right now with our income, we don't want to upgrade any of the tier 2 mines to tier 3. But when we come back to Mars, or potentially to the other places on Mercury, because we'll have orbital capacity to defend them, the places we take over we might just push to 3. So, not a problem that we're picking that up. And then back in space, ship construct, Earth. Earth has 3 functional shipyards, and I would like more escorts, please. These are done in 26 days. So much faster. So, with those 3 done, that'll bring us up to 15 in Foxtrot 279. I'm not going to upgrade Foxtrot, do a round of upgrading yet. Instead, I'm going to start building up like 10 monitors for Earth defense, and then we will refit these guys to sort of a long-range variant to go out to Mars.
Crackdown complete.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
A shipyard. We are going to want to upgrade that immediately. Spaceworks. We now have the solar farm, so I'm going to upgrade the solar farm. Yeah, we have plenty of power, so no concerns here. Just waiting for this stuff to come online.
We are in control now.
We are in control. Or more importantly, we are back in control.
At your service.
Purge the
Terminating
next
the
one.
opposition.
Crack
Standing
down
by.
the next one.
Going after their people.
Your orders? Making things safe for our people.
Almost got the African Union, which allows us to start pushing all of Africa together into one empire. It'll be a little finicky because we don't necessarily have a good government in Ethiopia. So we'll only be able to basically be able to make the coalition of totalitarian governments, let's just say. Of course, if we're making the coalition of totalitarian governments, we might as well get started as soon as possible. Oh, it looks like independence movements is just finished. That'll be replaced on the next tick.
At your service.
You can pick up... Oh, you can pick up more persuasion. I think you got enough of them. Let's grab some espionage. Get you a little bit more hidden.
Every form I have to fill in, every arse I have to kiss, every pointless safety standard I have to meet is time I'll never get back. I say strangle these leeches with their own red tape and let the profits flow. Chairman Soren van Wyk, appearing on Fox News.
So there we go. We have the initiative has invested the most in independence movements. So they got to pick the replacement, and they went advanced hydrogen containment. Global command structure. Okay. They're coming for low Mercury orbit. We're actually only in high, although they could be there to bombard. That's what they were intending on doing. I'm gonna try to contest some of the globals. This will slow us down in our own interior projects, but I think in the long run that's what we're doing.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our control.
Okay, so someone's not hidden well enough. It's probably
winning their hearts
Asha
and
here.
minds.
Asha doesn't know how to hide.
We've moved the needle.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Ham modules complete. Those LDAs are complete. Our reconnaissance arrays are complete. Mass space-based surveillance is online, basically. Okay, so that's those three done. I want to get like 10 monitors going, so let's update our monitor class. You know, I don't like the naming convention on the monitor class. We'll just do a brand new batch of monitors. A new monitor name. Chip designer. This is going to be monitor. We're going to run light bulb. Probably all the drive with the best power plant with the new radiator. Utility modules, we got 3 slots here. We are going to start in the ECM, alien ECM, so We don't have a Mark III. We'll take the Mark II at least. And then we'll take a magazine. The hull is going to be one 40 mil autocannon and a bunch of artifice torpedoes. Defense mode for you. Those will be fine on missile attack. Okay. Armor is nanotube. I have to hide the silicon carbide. Medium Earth orbit to one of our stations below. So yeah, we got a sub 1 hour flight there. If anything, that means we can stack more. Well, we don't need to stack more fuel, but stacking more fuel is going to secure us being able to fly there and back, right? So we need 2 KPS min to make the flight. So 4 tanks. We go 9 tanks. That should be enough to go there and get back with this setup. I'm on board with that. That works for me. The Vanquisher class monitor has, it says it doesn't have enough. It has enough for Earth's defense, and that's what we're going to use. Monitor, standoff, build, Earth, 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 58 days. So in 116 and a bit. 116 and a bit, because we've got another 2 coming up on Earth. In fact, we can check how much the bit is going to be. We will have an Earth defense fleet, and then we'll be looking to refit the initial Earth fleet we have. 23rd of May, April, May, so 25? So about 166 days, something like that. We're going to have a fleet of 10 monitors ready to go to defend Earth. And then we'll refit the MC-1 ships for a Mars transit. We'll fly them out to extreme Mars orbit, and then we'll have one of the colony ships rendezvous with them to build a Mars
Our
shipyard.
associates are now in charge.
African Union complete. It's tempting to go the Kale fight, because that would get us started on the Kale fight. On the other hand, I should probably get some of the other stuff going. Where's the lab? Did I not tag the lab as a desire? Or did I research the lab? I might have researched the lab. Archives. Institute. No, I have not. So it's got to be in this list, or I haven't discovered. I might not have discovered it. Let's check. Ah, that's behind administration algorithms. Okay, so that one just does in the tree. I'm not able to find it because it's not there to find. Fair enough. Oh, high priority. Adapt the ECM. Putting ECM on these ships, let's make sure it works.
Ready for orders.
Purge the last one.
Removing our enemies.
Reporting in. Cracking down.
At your service. Taking it to them.
Ready
Okay.
to go.
Let's have you go to ground, because I think you've been detected by someone. And we're doing
Going
bad
into
missions on this. And we'll lose the 12% science out of EU for 2 weeks. So it could be worse. Almost up to 50. Oh, the mission control is done. So let's re-up the knowledge, re-up the economy. And we'll try to get back up to 50k. Once it's at 50k, we'll actually turn it down and turn up funding. And then over you're actually done. So your economy is rapidly going up. That's good to see. Got a long way to go. But it's going up, which is good. Try to get some funding while you're working on it. You know, you're nearly hegemonic as well. Get me knowledge there as well. The higher your education, I believe education affects how much the GDPC, gross domestic product per capita, changes. I think it's 1 per knowledge, or 1 per education point. So this will slow down the economy improving, but it'll improve the rate that the economy is improving per point invested in the economy. The payoff time, that's going to be pretty slow, but in the meantime, it also provides more science. We're up to 4.5 science. Yeah, we'd like more science. We'd like to get to like 10k science. Firm assignments and pass.
Going off the grid.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
European autonomy movements. I don't care about you.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We have neutralized
Successful
their
tech
key people.
Unable to destroy target.
No dice in destroying that, that's fine. Yeah, see the aliens are there. This is one of the gas giants, I think, that we're hitting. Oh. Prometheus, Atlas, Taurus, Pan, Calypso, Tellisto, okay.
We've removed some threats.
Full control of Saudi Arabia. We're going to build 1 army there, and then we're going to swap it over to heavily prioritizing funding while doing a little bit of economy and welfare. Titan. So yeah, Titan you can see would be pretty nice because it has some radioactives, but I'm actually surprised the aliens aren't there. We now control the executive, so we start swinging it into ally state with all our nations. Oh, there's actually an argument to not be allied with Tria. Here we go. Okay, let's, next step I think is to do Tria. So you're gonna go back to advising in EU.
Lending my expertise.
Ready to go.
Ready for orders.
You defend interests.
Securing our control.
You set national policy in Ethiopia. Oh, no, I need to do it on that end. On that
On
end.
my way to the capital.
And yeah, we can do a federation with Sarhel. I suppose that would be one way to bring the bring an army over from the African Union. Not gonna worry about it for the moment. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our interests.
Asian Pacific regionalist movements. Bunch of places gain claims to break free. Don't think any of those are the ones that I care about. Those Asia and Pacific. Don't think any of these are necessarily China. Yeah, don't think any of those are China. I won't. I'll just hit continue on that
We've
one.
moved the needle.
I'll have to find the Chinese ones at some point. They'll pop up at some point. Information science is completed. The next thing to do in information science... No, it hasn't popped yet. We don't have Mark III. Mark III of those. Okay. Let's work in the Argus complex then. Ooh, colony core is almost done.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Here we go. So we now have all 5 docks in Earth orbit. So, the new Vanquisher class monitors. So in 116 days, we will have the new monitor fleet. Defend Earth orbit. Colony core is done. Oh, I do want this for combat astronaut. We'll grab that. And then, yeah, we'll start getting ground base upgrades in Mercury. So, oh, and I'll filter this to Mercury. I don't need to see the asteroids right now. So we've got 6 bases. We will get all 6 bases beginning to upgrade. We do have the solar panels. The space ones work on the ground.
Mission complete.
Leave Federation, African Union, confirm. Confirm, because as Ethiopia is authoritarian enough, I can say no. But I control Ethiopia, so I can agree that they will be allowed to leave.
Target destroyed.
And then relations-wise, I can't kick them down? No, I can kick them down. Atria, kick them down a little. In fact, I can kick them all the way down, apparently. There we go. And then as a trio, I've kicked everyone down to everyone except for Ethiopia to neutral. So yeah, I can now... I think there's a cooldown before... I think I have to be off cooldown before I can declare. Without a cohesion hit. In fact, there's no comment in here about starting a war. So I'm pretty sure I need... Well, I might not be able to start a war because I might not also have an army. You know, priorities. You gotta have an army to invade the other nation before you can declare war on them to invade them. Wouldn't be too surprising. Although I might have enough ops that I could just summon the army from the void. Let's check to see if we can summon an army from the void. Direct investment. Build army. No, because it requires a lot of ops. Okay, no. Yeah, no ability to declare. I think it might be because we're on cooldown. We might also need an army. We're cohesive enough. Yeah, we're cohesive enough. We're gonna calm down on the unity, and we're gonna crank the military up to 3 to slowly build an army here. Oh, not military. Whoops. Army. Want to build an army. Am I clicking the wrong one? No, I wasn't clicking the wrong one. That's this one, right? So we're gonna get up 17 there. Yeah. Build the army. Okay, so set national policy,
Heading
Sarhal.
to the capital.
Technically, now that we've got the African Union, you have claims on a lot. I believe this does include the Sarhal Confederation. So your capital is where? Bamako. Assume you have one on Bamako. Yeah, on the capital. So we should just be able to merge these two. 2.2 into 1.5 should be doable. And yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of work to keep the cohesion up when we do that, but that's fine. Given that we are going to do that merger fairly soon, let's help effectively build the army, build a second army by doing that. It's cheaper before these two merge to get development points effectively. So if we can get a little bit more development points that way,
Ready for my mission.
that will be good. Okay, Ethiopia, so we can merge these two. Merge you in as well. Yeah, okay.
Taking control.
Okay, so you set the national policy there.
Heading to the capital.
Federate with Ethiopia. Then
Standing by
you
for orders.
do the purge on the point that sort of cracks
We're
down.
taking power.
I'm here.
Oh, I suppose I could have had you do the purge. Ethiopia, okay. Hostile claim. Although it's the other way around, I gotta check to see if you have claim on Djibouti Temple. Yeah, so that's not a hostile claim for Ethiopia. A hostile claim for them. Although those places are defended. Oh, I'm confusing Somaliland and Somalia. Okay, so the green one here is Somaliland. No, you're that one. You're actually too democratic to be added to Ethiopia right now. That's actually Ethiopia, one of the territories Ethiopia has. Okay. You can still work your way into
Bringing them
Somaliland.
on
We'll do that.
board.
We'll start trying to expand there. Space Navy Academies for Combat Astronaut. Alien Adapted ECM, Argus Command, or Complex. We are actually in control of 2 of them, so that's actually a pretty good sign from a science standpoint. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Colony Mining Complex, we're going to want that at some point. It's not actually as much of a rush as it seems. Great African Union, we're going to want that very much not a rush.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
Policy direction complete.
Federate Ethiopia. Confirm. Close. Continue. 27th of January we can do that merger. So at that point we want to have them ideally have like enough army on both sides that it merges and makes an army.
We're taking over.
Did I not sign someone to take over Central African Republic? Must have missed that
Your
one.
orders? We will bring this nation to our side.
I'm here.
Okay.
Targeting the
Not a big
opposition.
concern.
Ready for my mission.
Grab persuasion. Okay. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
The people will
Oh,
come
and I gotta
to
remember
our
we
side.
can begin federating with you. Don't actually, because you're authoritarian. I'm running unity there. We don't need a person maintaining there. That's the same reason we're not having a Republic campaign in Russia. Missile tests. Okay, that's fine. Here comes the Vanquishers. We're now up to fleet of 3 monitors.
We're in control here.
Actually building army would not be too bad. Running to minimum. Authoritarians, so running unity is fine. Run something like that. Again, we're going to be trying to push this all into Ethiopia. We'll calm down when we looks like we're going to make an army with the Ethiopian mergers. For the army. I think we only need 2 armies for Ethiopia, it'll all be fine. Central African Republic, we got at one point. Same again, building the army, not a terrible idea.
Our presence is growing.
There we go. And actually with that, we can come in here, relations, manage, Somalia, Sudan, Central African Republic. Anyway, we still have no way to declare on them. I think we need that. We either need that army or it's the cooldown. I didn't see it being the cooldown as well, which is 28th of August. We'll see where we are on the 20th of August.
Standing by.
Okay.
I'm here.
You don't have XP, you don't have XP, you have enough to pick something up. It's definitely persuasion on you, because of given what we're doing right now. Okay, so that's the loop. Apparently, it confederate the EU. Don't know what the European Union holds that they confederate with, but either the EU or they have a claim on something the other one has. I think it's they have a claim on something the EU has. If I were to guess. It's probably something like this island here. I'm not gonna spend too much time looking for it.
Ready for my mission.
Cash. Where do we continue expanding? I can push in there, or I could target trying to kick them out of Djibouti and Somaliland. Let's do Djibouti and
Standing
Somaliland.
by for orders.
So you can crack down Djibouti. We'll throw some influence at it.
Targeting their key people.
Force our way through with that.
What's the
And then
op?
we'll follow up the Purge, which
We're
without the
taking
crackdown isn't going to
power.
work.
I'm
But
here.
crackdown's better than nothing.
Gear up.
Ready for my mission.
I'm gonna
Going
start
in
clearing
hot.
the xenoforming down. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
We'll grab alien robotics here for the shipbuilding speed. I don't think that retroactively applies, but that'll be very useful for the bigger ships. Smaller ones, it's a bit unimportant. African independence movements we're not too worried about.
The people will come to our side.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Successful crackdown. Sternly worded letter of disapproval. New colony core at Mercury. Okay. Why did that only? Oh, because the one with the nano factory completed FAP first. Fair enough. That actually makes sense. How many solar do I have? Enough that I can definitely upgrade one. So we upgrade one. We still have the power to run everything, so that's fine. Upgrade the nano fab, which technically makes the solar panel upgrade slower, but it'll be fine. I have enough to actually run 80 power worth of stuff. So unless I want higher tier stuff, I'm not too worried about higher tier stuff right now. We can just slap a bunch of level 1 modules in to get some raw science and some science mods. Could go with some more life science. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yep, so we're gonna... There you go. Actually, we'll replace one of those with a LD. There we go. So when this is done, we'll have 2 LDAs, so when we go up to battle stations, we only have to take one offline to do the upgrade. That's the thought process there. And it's only... It only got done 14 days earlier, so you can see how weak the manufacturing complex is. It saved 14 days.
Target secured.
By the number.
How goes... You're done with government, right? Yeah, you're done with government. So they're mostly focusing on knowledge, mostly focusing on economy. We haven't hit the 50k yet, although we're getting pretty close. Okay, so the nanofactory in Mercury orbit is done. So at this point, the nanofactory is doing everything the construction module does, and more, and better. So if there's anything I want to replace the construction module with, now's the time to do it. How many people are we planning on having here? It looks... Okay, so the power's not a problem. It's overlapping with the people number. Yeah, so we're well over 600. I think I'll replace it with a farm for the moment. In fact, we'll build 3 farms. Until we get tier 3 farms, Tier 3 farm, the big thing it's got over the Tier 2 is it's denser. They're actually the same value for cost in, benefit out. So at some point you want to compress them all down into one if you're running more than one. But, well, specifically if you're running, if you say running 5 farms, you'd rather have the tier 3 version rather than 5 tier 2s. But the big benefit is space savings, right? The input-output effect is the same. Although if you're not using it, then obviously running... if you're not using more than 600, then the space savings probably is more. There we go. We're taking that location at Djibouti. Relations, manage, approve. There we go. We do our best work in the shadows. We must be a beacon of light. We will be open where we can, hidden where we must. Do we work better in the light or the shadows? We must break the stalemate. So I can spend ops, do that, or I can get a public opinion boost. Oh no, I gain. Okay, so I can gain ops or gain a public opinion boost. We might as well gain the public opinion boost, and then I can send someone to go inspire cash 3 times.
Your orders? I'll ensure their loyalty.
Reporting in. Removing our enemies.
Acknowledged. Targeting their center of power.
Anyway, we're waiting for quite a while for these to get done. It's been so long since we had global control, I'm not actually sure what I want to do in the global control when we get it, but we'll wait until we have that control. See what we do then. Probably work divisible lasers.
Lending my expertise.
I think we had a
For the battle station. Inspire mission successful. Didn't say how much. We're gonna do it 3 times. 3 successes, and we're gonna call that good. Next batch of monitors. Well, the other half of the first 5. We got 5 up and about. So in 58 days, we will have a full 10. We have 4 of the 5 spaceworks here complete. So we can begin construction of the Mercury fleet. Well, that is actually a good question. I should do some design checking. Transfer planet. Mercury. Low. So my origin is obviously going to be my space station. Extreme Mercury. My destination is going to be like low Mercury. So I need a 4.3 delta KPS delta burn. The last ship we were playing around with could actually do that. Oh, and it's not that bad. It's only like a 2 KPS burn between the 2. Okay. Yeah, that's not that bad. Oh, it's a terrible amount of time, but the point would be to fly down to low, take something over at low. Yeah, fly down to low, take something over at low, and use that as the rebasing spot for the base. Use the high one for shipbuilding. Okay. So given that, we want monitors. Build monitors at Mercury. When that comes online, we'll build 2 batches of monitors there as well.
We have hurt them where it hurts.
New colony core. At Mercury. So this is the other 5 Mercury cores. So we're going to pop into them one at a time. On each of them, I can definitely upgrade one of the farms, solar farms, right away. Oh, apparently I needed that for the operations center. I can have the operations center offline for a while. That'll be fine. Anyway, we want to upgrade the rest of it. We have a farm here, so I don't need a farm. Did I have a farm? The other one we did. Oh, it's an LDA. So we want an LDA. Pick a different research type this time. So LDA. And then for the other 7 spots, we did life. Life was the lowest. 2.5, I think, is what we're getting per. So it was like 17 improvement. Okay, so info is going to be the next lowest. So we'll dump a bunch of info. And the next one, again, we do the solar farm. I want to upgrade a solar farm, which, okay, it's taking the ops offline, but that's fine. And in the long run, that's actually so we're going to upgrade the other one as well. And then we do an LDA. Next is military. Solar farm. LDA. At that point, actually, our next lowest would actually be life again. So let's do another round of life. And then we'll do materials. Solar farm. LDA. Tier 1 materials. Solar farm, which can take the operations in offline, but that's fine. We didn't need the mission control right now. We got a lot from Earth. I suppose info next. So PD or LDA and info. Here we go. When that comes online, we'll be getting a decent amount more science. Oh, someone's attacking my plants.
Score 1 for the good guys.
The LZ is secure.
We've removed some threats.
Ooh! Initiative versus the aliens! The aliens, of course, are winning. That shouldn't be surprising. Saudi Arabia has deployed the 8th Army. 8th Armored. There we go. And Saudi Arabia can only have 2 armies. So it just decided it's done. That works for me. You do want to... I don't need to navalize those armies. Everything they're going to be attacking is going to be connected by land for the moment. What's your cohesion point? 7.5. We'd like that to be... Actually, no, that's about fine. As long as the GDP is 50,000 or higher. Okay, so we got Unity. That's fine. We got funding. I suppose... Let's run that, and then knowledge. Yeah, we'll do that sort of mix. start to build up the knowledge.
Applying pressure on their people.
Acknowledged.
Okay. I think there's a bunch of crackdowns. I don't think I actually lost anything yet. Yeah, a bunch of crackdowns. I don't think we lost anything. We're waiting 28th of August still for that, so it's 2 more cycles for that. A bunch of the unification that could take longer than that. Okay. Looking at the time, I think this is a position where we're going to go ahead and put another part break in. We're making progress on expanding Ethiopia. We're working on having enough investment in the build army that when we put these parts together, we'll form another army for Ethiopia. Well, for the African Union. Form African Union with 2 armies would probably be good. They'll be combining with its totalitarianness, which would help keep it stable. In the long term, it's going to slow it down from fixing itself, because they're going to be reliant on those armies, but we shall see. Saudi Arabia... To do what we want with Saudi Arabia, I actually need to research something. I need to research the Caliphate. Yeah, needed the Caliphate earlier. But we're not in a super rush for that. So in the meantime, right, we're raising the research rate there. We're doing research rate there. You're trying to fix your economy. You're actually going to be a drag on the other 3 we're going to put together. Economy and knowledge. You're up to 50k, so we can go ahead and drop some off of the economy, shove it onto funding. We're going to keep the knowledge up there, at least until we're up to 12, and then we'll slow that roll down as well. Same sort of thing here. Okay. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to put the part break in. We're making progress. We're in the process of building fleets at Earth and Mars. Once the Earth fleet is done, and we can get an estimate on that. It's less than 58 days at this point. Yeah, once the Earth fleet's done in 47 days, we'll begin refitting the smaller fleet for transit to Mars. We'll have one of the orbiters, one of the platform makers, meet it at Mars, and then that should defend the platform long enough for it to be able to defend itself against humans. And then we will begin the plan to the plan to kick humanity, well, the non-humanity first factions out of Mercury, Earth, and Mars orbits, and probably the planets as well. We probably, because that's going to take a while, we're probably not going to get that done in the next part. But we're going to try doing that next part. So if you're watching on YouTube, that should be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to short break here, get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then we'll be back to record one more hour-long part before we bring the stream to a close tonight. So with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck, a good time, catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.